back to Matt's World. Today I'm joined by the lovely Lauren Edwards.
Hello.
It is Edwards, right?
Yes.
Oh my God, that was like my memory just kicked in there. I was like, I'm going to start saying it and then I'll remember it while I'm saying it, and it worked.
You nailed it.
Oh my God, buzzing. Speaking of buzzing, if you guys can hear any buzzing in the studio, it's a really big fat fly in here, and we tried to whip it with a coat and it
Didn't
wouldn't
work.
leave.
He's just really dedicated to listening.
Yeah, he
being
just
part of this.
loves the pod. He's actually my producer, so like if you hear any buzzing sounds, that's him being like, next question, don't ask her that.
He's like, I love this.
Yeah.
Vibing.
Yeah, so cute. Well, I have some really fun questions to ask you today, and I love having comedians on the pod because you're so funny, obviously. So
I just love that vote of confidence.
Yeah, and I feel like I was saying to you before that we're already friends, even though we were only meeting now, because
that's right.
I followed you for months and months, and now I'm like, that's my best friend.
Yes, we are very close. Nothing can come between us.
Like sisters.
Yes. Like I walked into your house like I live here.
No, literally.
I was like, I love this house. Can I live here, please?
You
Tell
can
your dad.
Move in. Like, you're hired for the house. Right, so I want to know, what's your worst ever date story of all time?
I mean, I'm going to put this right out there from the top, from the start. I've been in a relationship for 8 years, so I haven't been on a date in a long time. So I really had to dredge the back end of my brain for this. But I think the worst one, I did go on several years back before I met my partner. But the worst was when I went out with this one guy, and this was just before I was getting into comedy, and I had just sort of started dabbling in it. And I told him, I remember we were at Hotel Jesus on Smith Street.
Oh my God.
And having some margaritas, and I thought things were going quite well. And then, he was asking me about like what I do creatively and whatever, and I told him that I had started getting into comedy, and he was like, oh, that's so cool, blah blah blah. And I said, do you watch a lot of comedy? And he said, yeah, I see a bit of stand up. And I said, he said, who do you have any favorites? I said, well, I saw Judith Lucy recently because she'd done a show and whatever. This is years ago now.
Love her though.
And yeah,
Icon.
totally, total icon. And I said, I saw Judith Lucy a couple of weeks ago. She was fantastic, blah blah. And he goes, yeah, no, I don't really watch a lot of female comedians. And I was like, oh, okay, like probably not your vibe, whatever.
I could tell he was going to say that.
But then he goes, I just don't think women are that funny.
Cool.
And I was like,
cool,
sick,
good.
And then just like immediately the vibe was like, it was dead. Like I was just like.
Like, what do you want me to say now?
Like, are you trying to trample on my dreams, or like, are you negging me? Like, what's the deal?
Yeah, like, I think he was just being too honest, like, which is like,
yeah,
it's so funny when people say that, because like, imagine if like someone said, oh, I'm a doctor, and you're like, I just don't really think male doctors are that good.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I would actually say that.
I mean,
no. All my doctors are female, except for my physiotherapist. Love you, Matt.
My physio is a guy, but just like being touched by bigger hands, like
totally
never happens to me anymore. So I'm like, okay,
it's my chance of human connection.
Bucks. Yeah, stunning.
For sure.
Yeah, that's insane. Have you seen this whole thing about like micro-feminism? Like, it's just another buzzword, but it's basically girls being like, ways that you interject feminism into your life in small ways, and it'll be like, like saying things like, oh, he's a male footballer.
He's a male footballer,
or he's a male doctor.
Yes.
And I'm like, that is so funny, because like anyone who was to challenge you, immediately who that person is.
It's like when the male AFL grand final was played not long ago. I did say that at work, and I did get a couple of weird looks when I said it.
To be fair, I think that's actually kind of a normal thing to say, because like the women's AFL does exist, and it's like two separate things.
Yes.
But then there's so many, like, I even heard on like Triple M the other day, it was like fucking Bogan just being like, does anyone actually give a fuck about the women's AFL? And I was like,
thousands of people, millions of people.
Literally a lot of people. Like, you don't control the opinions.
No. Just because you're not into it doesn't mean that other people are not. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not particularly fond of VB, but I'm sure lots of people drink it. Like, relax.
I'm not fond of darts, but there's a whole fucking massive darts community. They go to like big warehouses and have a great time. I'm like, you know what? I would love darts if anyone fucking invited me. So
I would be terrible at darts.
No,
same. But I love micro-feminism.
Yeah,
mine is
iconic.
My favorite micro-feminism game. I don't know if you've ever played it, but it's patriarchy chicken.
Tell me right now. What is it?
So this is when you're walking down the street, or in a shopping centre, wherever. Really, no no rules, and you see a man coming the other way, and usually your instinct as a woman is to move aside because men have never been taught to make space for women. So patriarchy chicken is a game that my friends and I have played in the past where just keep walking straight, girlfriend, until he smacks into you.
Oh my God.
And when that happens, you don't say sorry.
Yeah.
You give him a huge greasy look, just like, ow, watch it.
Ow, I'm just a tiny, skinny girl.
Woman.
I'm like a little napkin. Like, I'm just going to fly away.
Yeah, I do it all. I do enjoy it. It's a fun game.
I'm obsessed with that.
Just be careful, because it is physical contact.
It's a physical sport, physical contact sport. Nice. I used to think, like, someone told me, I think I just read this in like Cosmo when I was like 17, but if you look straight ahead at like one point in the wall and walk, then it makes people move out of your way because like it looks like you have, I don't know, like it's like a psychological thing, like a purpose. Yeah.
That's very June Daly Watkins. You probably don't know that reference.
No, but you can explain.
Oh,
Love to learn.
It was a famous modelling like school.
Okay, iconic.
That if you're a millennial, your mum probably tried to like send you to their like weekend finishing like classes.
Finishing, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I actually have just had a flashback to my mum saying like we should go to finishing school
yes.
or like do class.
Yes.
Like about where to use your knives and forks and that.
This was more like how to put on lip gloss and how to like brush your hair properly.
How
and
to like not de-gayify yourself.
Totally.
Or
how to like not be a boy, I guess.
Like, oh my God.
I can't remember half the things we did, but I do remember we had to use a lot of sorbeline for something. I think to put on our legs or something to shave our legs. Yeah.
That's so crazy. I think I shaved my legs for the first time with sorbeline.
Yes.
But I used to think, because I had a capital E on the end, I used to think it was called sorbeline. I was calling sorbellini. Like, is that just me, or is that a universal experience? Do you actually know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Oh, fuck.
So funny, sorbellini.
Sorbellini.
Maybe that's where the cocktail gets its name. The
Bellini.
The Bellini.
I was thinking that. Yeah. I think in Italy they saw sorbellini and they were like, that would be a great name if we just cut off the sorba.
That's a great cocktail name. I'm going to call it sorbellini from now on.
Sorbellini. Yes. Stunning. Yeah, I think my mum wanted to send me to a place like that because I grew up with all boy cousins, only like boy family friends. Yes. Would only like play, like instead of dressing up as a fairy, I would like make witch soups in the garden with everyone's pee and stuff. Like I went like
with people's actual urine.
Oh yeah, like I'll be like, you all need to. It's part of the potion.
I was absolutely I was chicken shit. I just used like apple juice from the fridge.
We were pissing in there. Me and my friend, we built a swing over a tree and then got a garbage bin and just slowly filled it up with piss, like over like many months. Like got our little brothers to do it and everything.
Did your parents know? Did anyone notice?
Yeah, it was like way up in the backyard. We live in like not the bush, but like the suburbs. Everyone's got big gardens. Like
yeah, sure.
We're like way up the top.
That's how you know you got money, because you can hide a giant bag of piss.
A giant bin.
If you've got a bin of piss that no one knows about it. No one knows about it. Congratulations, you've made it.
Oh, I bet there's some like piss fetish guy watching right now and he's loving this chat.
If you are, please, you can Venmo me.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Right, I have a next question for you.
Yes.
And this is actually a loaded question because I feel like you'll have a good answer. If a man lists actor in his dating profile, what are your immediate thoughts?
Gay. No, I'm just joking.
Actually, kind of fair.
I have dated so many male actors.
Really?
Yes, I really have. I went through a real phase.
What's the appeal?
What a great question, Maddie. So, look, I think when I was in high school, I'm going to try and make this a short story.
It's a podcast. It can be long.
True. In high school, I wore a back brace, in case you didn't notice.
Like Regina George in Mean Girls?
Not with the headpiece, but everything else. Yeah,
Whoa.
Which is why I have such a sparkling personality now.
I love that.
So I was, quite not cool in high school for that reason. So, hot, popular, creative boys never went for me, but I was really into drama because I had nothing else going for me.
Great.
And all the boys in drama club and whatnot never were interested in me because of my back brace, whatever. Okay. So I think I always harbored this, fascination with going out with a cool, creative, handsome actor type. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So And then I did go to acting school, so I became an actor for several years before I went into comedy. So I was exposed to them, very frequently. And if I see someone who says he's a male actor, I just want to be. No one cares. Do you know what I mean? There's too many of you.
There's a lot of you, like. Or they'll say actor. So I'm on Raya for some fucking reason.
Oh, fancy.
I know, but I just got accepted one. I don't know. Probably an accident, but
who cares?
Who cares?
Take it.
There's a lot of hot guys on there, but then half of them will be like actor, and they're so hot, and then I like look at like what stuff they've done, and I'm like, yeah. First of all, I'm like bisexual, which is fine. Gay, I'm like, you can be my best friend, but totally otherwise, fine. I'm like, I don't think you've ever been in anything. So you say you're an actor as your profession, but like. Where's the acting?
Yes, correct.
What are you acting in?
Nothing, most of the time.
Acting a fool, just
talking about. Most of the time, they just talk about themselves. That's what it is.
An ego thing. Fair enough.
They also love lucid dreaming. I don't know what that's about.
Actors do.
Yes.
Or they love saying that they can lucid dream.
Good question. I mean, I think that they like to pretend, just like their acting skills, that they're good at something that they're probably not.
Yeah, I remember reading about lucid dreaming when I was growing up, and I tried so hard to do it, but I don't know. I just dream like a normal fucking person.
Also, they would always like talk to me about it like it was this big thing. Like, you know, it's amazing because it's like you're asleep, but it's like you're in control of the environment. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm just. Why don't you just try being awake? Like that's my thing. Like,
let's wake up.
Like,
you fucking idiot.
I reckon I could give that a red hot go, but I'll just like be awake.
You can do anything you want. It's like being awake. Wake up then.
Guess what? You're awake 18 hours of the day, dickhead. So
no, that's so fucking funny. I never thought about it like that. What the fuck? You've just cured me of my lucid dreaming
you're welcome.
Obsession.
Thank you.
Love that. What's a weird hill that you'll die on in a relationship?
I don't know. That's hard. I mean, I don't want to give too much away. My partner likes to keep his life quite private, and that's totally fine.
I think that creative girlies like us need that in a partner.
Yes.
Yeah.
So otherwise I would exploit the shit out of our relationship on stage all the time, and I just don't think that's fair. But I think the relationship hill, I don't know if this is a hill to die on, but I will say this. If you want to be with someone, if you want to live with someone, you must have 2 toilets. That is a non-negotiable.
Or separate bathroom and toilet is good too.
It doesn't, or whatever. As long as there should be 2 toilets.
Okay. Yes. What's the reasoning? Just
so my partner and I got gastro at the same time.
Oh my God, that's the nightmare.
Yeah. So when you live with someone, if one of you gets any sort of infectious disease, the other one is going to get it.
Yeah.
So we had gastro at the same time. And I'm not particularly religious, but I thank whatever is controlling this mess of a life that I'm leading, that we had 2 toilets.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's crazy.
Because nothing will ruin your relationship than having to share a loo when you have the devil shitting out of you.
It's like when you go to Bali and you get Bali belly and you're there in a hotel room with 1 bathroom. Yes. And it's like if you're with a boyfriend or a friend, it's just not nice for anyone, isn't it?
No, it's not a fun time. But this is, although to be fair, I did realise at this point this was the man I should probably marry, because we were in Fiji and I had gotten food poisoning and we were staying in this beautiful, like, you know, those bures, like the hut.
Oh my God, on the beach?
Right near the beach.
We did that when I was growing up, but it was the Castaway Beach where Tom Hanks, his raft was there. It was fucking crazy.
That is fancy.
Well, no, it was just dumped there. Like it was just literally just on the beach, like.
I guess.
Chilling. Yeah.
I mean, where else are they going to put it?
Yeah.
Anyway,
we got food poisoning in Fiji.
Yeah. And we're in this lovely romantic, you know, bure thing or hut, whatever they're called, with like an open plan bathroom.
Oh God.
And we'd only been together for like a year, and I just remember thinking to myself, like, this is how you ruin. This is how you ruin it. Like, I can't. What am I supposed to do? Like,
the sexiness is like it can die.
Yeah, but he was really supportive, and that's when I was like, I should probably marry that man.
Who invented open plan bathroom? That's fucking crazy.
People who invent, like, anywhere where you go on holidays, they just assume that like you are impervious to disease and all you'll be doing is fucking.
And impervious to the ick.
Yes.
Like, why am I shitting in front of my crush? That's insane.
Yes. Why am I watching my boyfriend clip his toenails?
Oh my God. I feel like my non-negotiable, like, weird hill I'll die on is that they're and I am as much a feminist as anyone else, but there's boy jobs and girl jobs.
Yep.
And I love gardening and all that, don't get me wrong, but I'm sorry, like taking the bins out, like
it's a boy job.
Yeah, like if we're both sitting on the couch and like someone has to get up, that's you. That's also, not me.
Well, the bins go outside, and if it's dark outside, I could get attacked.
Yeah, exactly.
That's actually not misogynistic at all.
It's just true.
It's actually just good feminism.
So real. I also don't like doing dishes, any sweeping, vacuuming, laundry. I don't want
any domestic tasks.
Yeah, like that's for men. Actually.
Yeah,
so,
we've done enough.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like we paid our dues over the years. I just feel like it's the tides are changing. It's your turn.
Yeah. And you know what? And this is like so fresh, but I've ended things with my situationship this week. And I'm saying it publicly. Thank you so much.
I'm happy for you, diva.
I am, except that I can't stop crying, but it's fine. Oh. No, it's so fine.
You'll be
it's just
so fine.
He'll never love me. So it's like, you know, like I didn't truly end it, but like I did like say, okay, bye.
Yes.
But I think like something that's taught me is the guy has to plan dates, and if it's how it starts is how it will continue on.
Sure.
So like I asked him out first when we first went out.
Yes.
The rest of our time together, like 9 months, whatever, he didn't plan one single thing. It would literally be like if I didn't text, we would just never see each other again.
Not even like Thursday Palmer night or anything like that?
Didn't plan nothing. So I would be like, want to see a movie? Or like it would go like 4 days, be like, I'm not going to ask him out this week. I'm going to see what happens. And then I would like miss him and be like, do you want to go to the movie? And it's like I just cave and I'm like, because I'm bored. And like,
I've dated someone like that. I'm with you.
It's fucked up. And like, I'm sorry, but I was doing that thing, and like this, girls will be able to relate to this, but like you don't want to make plans to see your friends or do other stuff in case they text call you and say, hey, let's hang out. I'm like, that's so depressing and sad.
Yes.
And you can't be doing that.
Yes.
So
it's
now,
no good.
Yeah. And I already did end it like a few months ago, but then, you know, fell into the dick sand like 2 weeks ago.
She's stigmatized. That's okay. We've all been there.
Yeah, it happens.
It happens.
And I was like, this feels amazing. This is so cool. Like, yes, I love this endorphins and stuff. And then a week later, I was like, ah! I was like, what the fuck?
So it's like hearing that Sex and the City is coming back and you're like, oh my God, I'm so excited. And then it's like, and just like that, you're like, this is awful.
Like, this is really weird.
Myself.
No, genuinely. I just rewatched Sex and the City like because I was watching it just like that, and I was like, this is actually too cringe to watch. Like, it's like seeing like your favorite celebrity die and then someone just like starts kicking them and then it turns into like a bloody pulp.
Yeah.
And you're just like,
so upsetting.
This is fucked.
You have to watch the original series as a palate cleanser.
Literally to be like, okay, it was good. It's not in my memory. It was this cringe.
Yeah,
but like
you watch them, they're totally different, completely different universes, completely different characters.
It's not
They're
canon.
not even related.
It's not canon.
No.
Like it's just none of that happened.
No.
And they butchered Miranda. Like, I'm sorry.
Oh,
what the fuck?
Don't get me started on that because it makes me very angry.
Yeah.
But I'm so happy for you that you ended your situationship. You did the right thing.
Thank you, but I'll keep you guys posted, probably saving it next week.
You're young and hot, trust me.
I mean,
you'll be fine.
I'm not that young. That's the thing. I'm 32.
You're much younger than me. So
that's okay.
You're young and hot. You'll be fine.
Stunning. Thank you so much for saying that.
I met my long-term partner when I was like 35.
Wait, I'm obsessed with you. Okay, wait. This makes me feel so good. No, wait. No, this is so fun. This is like when my dad would tell me, he's like, oh, and he ended up having this like really long career as a paramedic, like on the helicopter. Like he was the longest serving paramedic, literally longest serving in all of Australia, like 37 years. Yeah, crazy. And he's like,
we love an Ambo.
We love him. And he didn't start his career till he was 29. And I would just be like,
what a king.
And people would be like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing with my life, what I'm going to do. And I'm like, well, my dad didn't start his career till 29 and everyone loved it. But now I'm 32, I'm like, oh God, Dad started his career 3 years ago.
It's fine. My dad got braces when he was 39. So
I'm obsessed with him.
It's not too late.
What? That's so Why?
He never, he was classic boomer story, like didn't have a lot of money growing up, never had dental work, and he needed to get his teeth fixed. And so they said, it's best if we just give you braces. And obviously my brother and I, tortured him over it for several weeks. But you know what? It knocked 10 years off it made him look so young.
Having them or having his teeth?
Having them.
Really?
Because you would never expect a 40-year-old man to have braces. So you would look at him and go, well, he's got to only be in his 30s, I guess, at the most.
That's hectic.
So there's an anti-aging tip. Get braces.
Even if you don't need them. Get them.
Get them.
It's like it's the new Botox, I hear. Braces. I want to know what's a universally loved thing that you just can't stand.
Espresso martinis.
That's actually so fair because I had 2 the other night and I didn't sleep at all. I just got to 8 a.m. I was like, well,
hate them.
Just get up and start the day, I guess.
I guess I'm just awake now. What? I do not get the appeal at all. What?
Yeah.
Okay. There are so many great cocktails out there. And also too, like Melbourne particularly, we're so snobby about coffee during the day. But like something happens to us at night where we're like, oh, I'm going to pay $25 for this shit cold coffee.
So true.
With like a couple of beans in it. Like grow up.
The beans is what gets me because are you supposed to eat them? Like sometimes I just drink them down and I'm
maybe that's why you're not sleeping.
Yeah, I'm like, that's like taking 3 pingers. Like,
well, I was going to say because my girlfriend always drinks them. I'm like, why do you always want to drink espresso martini? She's like, they give me a buzz. And I'm like, take a pill.
Yeah.
Like,
just take a Dexy.
Like, they're cheaper.
Literally. And I'm sorry, but it's like a little slow release, like caffeine bomb just waiting to explode inside you.
Yes, and it doesn't even taste that nice.
Yeah.
Have some self-respect, Melbourne. That's enough.
Fair.
Stop it.
Yeah, I'm actually completely on that.
Thank you.
Since I just like have a vodka Red Bull like a normal adult.
Yes.
You know,
or like I said, pay some teenager for a pill. It's $20. Get over it.
You'll love it.
I do not condone.
We do not condone
illegal
drugs
behavior
on this podcast or anything else illegal sometimes.
Yeah.
My thing that everyone loves and I hate is Beyoncé.
I'm with you.
I just think her songs aren't that good. I said it. And I'm like, yeah, she's a good singer. I can see objectively she's a good singer.
Yeah.
Just like if her song comes on the radio, I'll change the station. I just don't care. Do not care. New album, that whole Texas weird thing, like she did some cowboy thing. Don't care.
Yeah, right.
Do not care. And also I think that there's something fishy about her and Jay-Z and P. Diddy being also close.
Yeah, there's some it's a bit, I get you.
And I think I'm going to just...
There's some vibes.
When it all comes out, I'm going to be there like, well...
I knew it.
I told you guys.
This is how I felt when Russell Brand was found out as the worst, as being a massive, I had always had bad vibes about him and I was like, why is everyone putting him in movies? He's a terrible actor. He's not charming. He gives massive creep vibes. And when it finally came out that he was a predator, I was like...
Like slow clap.
Sorry, but I take credit for that. I called it years ago.
I manifested that.
I told you.
Yeah.
Listen to me when I say this.
Yes, I'm like God actually, so you should listen to me. That's so funny and so fucking true. Well, my other question was going to be which celebrity gives you the ick, but I guess we just fucking did that one.
I mean, so many though.
Probably, most of them. Katy Perry massively. She's in a real flop era, unfortunately, but kind of deserved. Leo gives me huge ick now. I mean, you can't carry on about being a climate champion and doing all this work for like saving the Amazon and then going to Jeff Bezos's wedding. Boy. Boy, bye.
Yeah.
And I just think as well, if like with Russell Brand, if something came out and he was a creep, I mean, the thing is he's just doing it in public. Yeah. He's just dating people 30 years younger. I'm like, that's kind of predatory. And like, I think the thing is date whoever you want, but when there's a clear power imbalance, that's when it's creepy.
Correct.
And
I agree.
He has lots more money. He's a lot older. He has a lot more like, he would have more control over all these
He's one
women.
of the most powerful people in Hollywood, I would argue.
Yeah,
yes.
100%.
And part of me is like, is it because he's secretly not straight and these 16-year-olds are like a weird beard for him because that's what he thinks girlfriends should look like?
This is your actor, like dating actor's brain being switched on. You're
just saying.
Yep.
I'm just saying.
I actually really love this insight. This is fucking interesting. I'm more of a musician girl, but like the thing is they're not like hiding anything. They're just openly cunts. And
correct.
And they'll just stand on business with that. Like they're like, you don't have to date me. In fact, I wish you wouldn't. And you're like, please
fall in love with me. I'm begging you.
I need you to I'll be your groupie. You can have 100 girlfriends. I'll do anything. And it's the ugliest man you've ever seen.
I know someone like that.
Wait, what's his name? And
I can't tell you.
Okay.
I don't want you to get hurt.
He'll pull you in like this.
I know, you know what? I actually know lots of men like that because I used to do musical theatre, and so many of them are also like musicians and singers and whatnot.
Yeah.
And they are, you know, they are pedestrian looking at best. But I've never seen men pull women like that.
Yeah, it is.
It's impressive.
It's like they have some aura about them where like, I don't know. You know what it is? It's when you see, like, even the ugliest front man will be on stage and you're like, this man has a certain power over everyone in this room.
Yes.
And it's like,
if I saw him on the street, I would, like, vomit in my mouth. But, like, seeing him on stage, I'm like, my pants are off. You know what I mean? It's so embarrassing.
If he came up to me in the street, I'd be like, I don't have any money. Get away from me.
Yes.
Like, yeah.
I have a friend who's like, she's dated a few musicians and whatnot. She always says, but I'm just really attracted to talent. I'm like, grow up. Grow up.
Actually grow up.
Grow up.
That's fucking funny. Right. What's your most unhinged opinion that you stand by?
Oh, this is really hard. I really struggle with this. My most unhinged opinion. Okay. I don't know how unhinged this is. My most unhinged opinion is that Val Kilmer was the best Batman.
That's so crazy. Wait, you're not even laughing.
No.
This is real.
Yes.
Wait.
I stand by it.
Okay. Are we talking about actual people who played Batman or the actual films?
The actual people who played Batman.
But
also Batman Forever is an excellent movie. It's also a feminist film.
Okay.
And I will die on that hill.
Is that because Catwoman is there vibing?
No, she's not in that. It's because it was shot by a man called Joel Schumacher, who was out and proud, and the film is shot through the female gaze, and you cannot change my mind. I'm
going to rewatch.
Please rewatch it. There's so many shots of him and Chris O'Donnell's nipples, chest, their butts. It's very sexualized.
Oh my God, I'm obsessed with this.
Yes.
And I love how Batman has nipples on his suit.
Yes.
Like, are his nipples that fucking hard and like they need their own little moment?
That's gay. It's like, I mean that in the loving way. Like, Batman Forever is kind of gay, which I love.
The new one, the Batman, was the most camp thing I've ever seen. The cape, his flowing cape, him and Zoe Kravitz, like, there was just so much, like, I don't know, like camp, and I loved it.
Yeah.
It was.
Well, wait till you see Batman Forever again. It's gay culture.
Okay, obsessed, because I've only seen it when I was just a little kid.
Oh
my God.
It's gay culture. Like, I can't, you'll love it.
I feel like I loved Batman Forever, which I know is crazy, but that's just the most insane thing I've ever seen. Like, what the fuck do you mean Uma Thurman and Arnold Schwarzenegger are in it?
Oh, that's Batman and Robin. Yeah. That's insane.
No, that's a crazy... What's Batman Forever then?
That's the one beforehand. It's the one with Nicole Kidman and Chris O'Donnell in it.
Okay, stunning.
It's so good.
Batman and Robin is fucking
Batman
crazy,
and Robin is the one with George Clooney, who should never have been Batman.
I was going to say this. That's a really weird... strange choice. I feel like he would have been a great James Bond, but like he's not British. But like Batman,
I think he's also said, I don't know why they chose me, but I was like, well, just do it.
Get me on.
Yeah, all right.
Get me on, I guess.
Give it a go.
That's fucking funny.
Yeah.
No, I love that.
But yeah, Val Kilmer, I think, is the best Batman.
Okay.
And
slay.
People always give me weird looks, but you know, Val Kilmer passed away earlier this year and I was quite devastated.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, so sad. And I think, I think the character of Batman, here's my thesis, the character of Batman is very important in that, like, he does have two personalities, of course, and his childhood trauma informs so much of who he is. And Val Kilmer was the first actor who actually looked into that duality and tried to, like, because in all Batman movies, Bruce Wayne scenes are just kind of boring and they're just there just to get the story happening. Everyone just wants to see him in the suit. But in Batman Forever, he like actually put effort into the Bruce Wayne scenes to make him a real character. And I'm just like, I love you so much. Okay, wait, I'm obsessed with this. Yes. I'm sorry I laughed at you. No, don't. It's funny. I'm obsessed. I mean, love this so much. I also I have terrible taste. So like, don't listen to me. I have terrible taste too. I mean... I look at the studio, okay? It's insane. I love it. It's for the girls. It's for the girls. It's for the girls and the gays and the days. Right. What product is a scam, but we've all just agreed to accept it? Oh, I'm gonna say collagen. Okay, yeah, agree. Collagen supplements. Yeah, I saw Dr. Carl. You know that guy who knows everything? Dr. Carl. Yes. He said collagen particles are too big. Correct. To get absorbed through the stomach. Correct. They get broken down into amino acids, which don't... like you can, like amino acids are bad for you. Like they'll go to your muscles and that's fine. But it's not like they reform in your stomach and go, oh, we're collagen again and we're going to go to the face.
Yeah, like how does it know?
No, it doesn't work like that, sweetie.
It's like, what the fuck?
Like someone tried to sell me, told me that I should be taking collagen supplements. The jar of supplements was like $80. I was like, are you insane?
Honestly, I had this in COVID because like, you know how you just like did weird stuff to like kill your boredom?
Yes.
I was doing collagen sachets every day and then I realized I was just drinking cows. I was literally just drinking cows every day and I was like, that's crazy. Imagine someone killed you, ground you up into a powder, made you taste like strawberries, and then some fucking girl in her 20s
was like, this is going to make my skin look really good.
And then you're just in the glass like, what the fuck, being stirred around. And then I was like, that's insane. And I just stopped because I was like, I don't want to drink any more cows.
No.
Nah, done.
I'm going to think about the cows now.
I know.
I never even thought about that.
When you eat like jelly babies or anything.
Oh, yeah, I don't really eat them.
It's like, if I think too much about it, I'm like, we're just eating like
cows.
Imagine someone fucking killed you, melted you down, made you into the shape of a human that was coloured, and then some kids going, I don't like the yellow ones, and you throw them out. You get chucked in the bin. What the hell?
What a way to go, though.
Oh, honestly, this is also how I feel when people, like, if you're at the beach and you see, like, someone's fish and chips has, like, been chucked in the bin, you think, so they went out to the ocean, caught a fish, took it back, killed it, put it in a chicken's period and flour, fried it, came back to the beach with it, and then threw it in away. The bin. And that fish is there like, fuck, mum and dad are just over there in the ocean. I'm in the bin here, been fried. I love that
even though it's dead, it's still having like lucid thoughts.
Yeah, it's lucid dreaming. It's way back to the ocean. Genuinely, I'm like, what the fuck?
I'm enjoying this. This is like your manifesto on like sustainability in many ways.
Oh, yeah.
Like non-wastage environmentalism. You're like, why would you throw that away after all the effort it's taken to make?
Literally, I'm like, it's one thing after another. Add Uber Eats into that, and then you've got some poor guy on a motorbike delivering a fish. It's come all the way from the beach, gone all the way back to the beach.
And then it just goes in the bin.
Fucking waste of time.
Such a waste.
And then a seagull come eat it and he goes, well, this is what I was made for in the beginning.
Could have just done this for you. You could have just cut out the middleman. Yeah. I could have just fished it out of there for you and dropped it right in your lap.
Oh my God. It's come full circle.
But yeah, collagen.
Yeah.
No.
Love that.
Don't do it.
Mine is white trainers. I think that I think that companies...
I'm wearing...
No, but I'm saying companies made them in fashion.
Yes.
Because they eventually get dirty.
Yes.
And you have to buy new ones. Yep. So I'm like, I think white trainers... Because like they've always been in fashion.
Yes.
They've never really gone out. Like, you know, since the 80s or whenever they like came out.
Yes.
And it's like... Oh, so who's paying Anna Wintour to just like make them stay in fashion forever?
Oh, you think she's in on the conspiracy?
Yeah, I think it's it goes all the way to the top.
100%. Maybe Beyonce and Jay-Z are in on it too.
Probably.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Jeffrey Epstein, the whole lot. This is fucking, it's the biggest conspiracy.
That's so true.
Think about like, and when you got to get your new white trainers, they're not cheap.
No, they're not.
They're like a few $100s. I'm like, mate, if these were a different colour.
Or if you're so smart, why haven't you come up with a way to make them stain resistant?
Yeah, and they've got Crep Protect, which you spray on them.
What does that mean? Yeah, that doesn't do anything.
That does fuck all.
That does fuck all.
When I go out to the club, I'm like stuck to the ground.
Yeah.
Like there's red wine on my white shoes. Like
totally. What's the point? I've just ruined them.
So that's my conspiracy that... Yeah.
That's absolutely fair. I mean, as an owner of white trainers, I would agree. But here's my question. Why do I look so dumb when I wear black trainers?
It's okay. I feel like you actually do look like you work
in McDonald's or something.
In McDonald's or like in like a special needs place or like, it's just like, what? Like I bought some black Nikes and they were like all black leather, very cool, very expensive. Every time I wore them, I was like, I just feel so dumb.
Yes.
What is that?
I don't know. Is it something from like school? Because I know we used to have to wear black shoes at school, and I'm like, or like, I don't know. I just, every time I put them on, I feel like such a dweeb.
Yeah. Like I feel like the guy from Crazy Stupid Love before the makeover. You know, like just a fucking nerd.
I think, and it's so weird because I wear black shoes all the time for other things.
Like Doc Martens or something.
Doc Martens, boots, whatever. Yeah. Black sandals, slides, you know. But if I put on a pair of black trainers, I'm like, why do I look like, you know, I'm training for, you know, like I'm a kid at the going to swimming after school or something.
Or a professional dancer. Like, do you remember those shoes that were like in jazz dancing and stuff, and they had the fabric section in the middle? And then
I still have a pair of those.
No, they were
jazz runners.
My dream. I was never allowed to get them because I did everything, like did jazz ballet, did contemporary, everything, but it was just like either they were expensive or mum thought they were slutty. Which they low-key are. As slutty as she can have.
They are a bit slutty.
Like, and they're always like the hottest girls at dancing had them, and you're like, they're so cool.
And I just have to wear my stupid jazz slippers.
No, I was literally there
with my tiny little heel on the back. How pathetic.
I was there in my slippers, like, I feel like a fucking idiot in these Peter Pan slippers. I look like a fucking elf. I just want to look like Jackie.
I just want to be slutty like the big girls.
Yes, no. For real. Oh my God. I was obsessed with them. But yeah.
I still have a pair. You can have mine if you like. I don't use them anymore.
I would feel too slutty in them, I think. I feel conditioned now. Now I'm like, see girls and then I'm like, slut. I reckon I'm going to call this, they're going to have a comeback on TikTok fashion and everyone's going to be like, me and my vintage jazz shoe.
My jazz runners.
Because I'm like, okay.
They're always my block runners.
Oh, block was the one.
I should have invested in block shares, honestly.
Is it still going around?
Yeah, well, they never go out of business because everyone who dances buys from there.
So fair.
It's like the only place you can get stuff from.
And it costs a lot there. Yeah. Not cheap.
It costs more for those jazz runners than it does for like a pair of like brand new Adidas or
normal
something.
Shoes.
Like normal orthopedic shoes. Like these slutty little dance shoes are so expensive.
And I've just had a flashback to when, you know, when like the cool girls would wear leg warmers with the heel cut out and it would go over the shoe. That was hot as fuck.
So hot.
That was like my bisexual awakening, I think, that look.
That's fair.
I was like, do I want to be her or do I want to be with her?
And also dancers have such great legs.
Yeah.
Like they just look, I think Center Stage did that. I think that's who we blame for that one.
So iconic.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to have to jump on that before TikTok gets hold of that because
let's start the trend.
That's our thing.
I'll pull out my old jazz runners and let's see what happens.
Yeah. Do that in your next comedy routine. Just wear them. Like, anyone remember these?
Anyone want to have sex with me as soon as you see me in these slutty little dance shoes? Sorry, boys, I'm taken.
That's so funny. Holy shit. Right. Oh, here's a good one.
Okay.
Most embarrassing moment of your adult life.
This is really hard because I'm a stand-up comedian. Like, I embarrass myself all the time, like, on purpose. Like,
yeah, good.
Do you know what I mean? And it's also just, like, I am at the same time difficult to embarrass because I
don't care.
I am willingly doing stand-up comedy. Like, that's embarrassing as it is. You know what I mean?
You're impervious to it now.
In a way, because, like, there's nothing you can say to me that's worse than me saying I'm a stand-up comedian.
It's like everything you say to me, I already said it to myself.
I've already said it, baby. Like, I don't, But I do think it comes back to dating actors because there was one actor I dated and I think back to myself, you know, when you look back, embarrassing in the way that I cannot, like, I've never had great self-esteem when I was younger, but this is really like taking it to another level. But I look back and I go, sweetie.
Honey, no.
This man, I was like 23, so I wasn't a teenager, and he drove a skateboard and you were in love with him. You went to London to cry about him, you loser. And he drove a skateboard.
He drove a skateboard.
I can't stop saying drove. I think that's funny. But he rode a skateboard.
No, drove's better.
Yeah.
It's more belittling.
I can't believe that I spent all that money, time and heartbreak over a man who drove a skateboard. That's amazing. So embarrassing.
I feel like embarrassing, like, I think, because I'm similar to you, my whole life's on the internet. My digital footprint is fucked. Huge. Like, it's huge. I've talked about, like, shitting, throwing up, like, being a drug addict, like,
you're a drug
having
addict?
sex. Oh, it used to be. Well, I don't know. You know.
Sure.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Different pod. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Different pod.
Great.
But like just all kind, like alcoholic, everything. It's all on the internet. And like, but then I'm like, what has happened to me that I'm like, that is like, it's so mortifying. And I thought of what it is, and I'm going to say it, and it's so fucked. But I was working at Coles, like the checkout chick.
Yes.
And it was when the self-serve checkouts like came out like 10 years ago. I was in uni.
Yes.
And this guy came through and he had one hand, and this is fully real. And he had one hand and he was like bipping the stuff through. And then I went over and I was just like, hey, do you need a hand? and he literally just stops and he was like, and I was like, and
so he just like didn't physically have.
He just had one hand, like one arm, and like
and a stump,
stump. And I was like, oh, do you need a hand with that? He's like, oh,
that's a great bit though. Sorry,
I know, but then he goes, yeah, I do actually. Look at that, and I was like, and you know how everything when you're 21 is just so mortifying. Like,
yes,
just being alive is just so hard. Like, to even just process everything going on around you, like even just like.
Yes.
Yeah, just existing is so embarrassing.
So, existing is very embarrassing in many ways. Like, I
can't explain it, but it's everything cringes you out. And I'd nearly burst into tears because I was just so embarrassed. And like, it was obviously everyone was around and they were trying not to laugh. And there's literally a guy here with one arm. So we were like, we can't just start laughing because like he was there and he had a lot of shopping. And I was just there like, all right, well, just let me know if you need anything. And then like he's like waves, but it's just all
what
stump.
A good sport though.
I mean, yeah, but like
that's so nice.
It was like one of those things where I'm like, that's not even. I mean, it's funny, but it's like that's just like, ow.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, okay.
You know?
I mean, if it makes you feel any better, I once thought that I could get a boy to fall in love with me by doing the dance to Lady Marmalade from the Moulin Rouge movie,
like the stripper dance.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It didn't work.
Where did you do it?
At my high school formal.
Oh, wait, like on stage or in the crowd?
Like on the dance floor.
Oh God. And you would have been like, everyone's going to love this, like Honey the movie.
100%.
Or like Step Up 2.
100%.
Did everyone love it?
I mean, that's who's to say, who's to know. I'm sure my friends were appreciative that someone was making a tit of themselves instead of them, but it didn't work. So it's just very like. Oh.
It's also funny because, like, what guy would care or know about that?
Exactly. In what part of my brain thought that this 17-year-old boy from Brisbane was going to be like, holy shit, she is nailing that slut drop from the Lady Marmalade film clip. I've seen Christina Aguilera do that. I'm going to marry that girl. Like,
and if he did think that, that's a gay man. Like,
correct.
Yeah.
It's a lose-lose situation.
That's so fucking good. I think that's might be your most embarrassing moment.
Well, thank you. I mean, I wasn't technically an adult, but I'll take it.
Stunning.
Yeah.
What is your most out of character purchase? Because you were telling me that you're doing a no buy year.
Yes.
Which I'm like obsessed with.
Yes.
Give me the overview.
Oh, so I hate billionaires. I'm very vindictive about them. So I've been very vocal about boycotting. I love boycotting, not buying things from certain things. It's actually kind of a fun game now. But I started by boycotting Amazon, and then I started adding other like big companies and whatever. And I've got a big list. I started it as like I'm not going to buy anything in 2025. Or I'm going to do a low buy year because I don't want to keep giving money to these people that are making my life and everyone else's life worse.
Yeah.
So like I'm going to find other ways to, and also like and like as I went, I was like, this is also a really good exercise for me.
Fun, yeah.
Yeah, because it's like how much consumerism had become part of my like self-care, and that's a real problem.
And like subscription services, the chokehold that they have over me, like I'm paying like $15 a month for storage on my phone, and it's like, am I going to pay that till I'm dead?
Yeah.
Okay.
When do I cancel that?
And like, do I lose all my photos from like my entire life? Like, it's insane. I have a
$300 fee coming up on Dropbox because all my comedy stuff is on there, and I'm like, because I can't store it anywhere else because nothing else has the amount of space that I need.
Literally,
and it's like,
same.
Okay, so I guess every year I just pay $300 to this cloud so that the things that I made can be stored there.
It's fucked.
It's insane.
And then like I bought to try and like get out of this, but my life's so integrated with Apple and shit now, because it's like I've got Mac phone, all that shit, and it's like I tried to buy a hard drive and put like all my podcast shit on there because it's just like massive files.
Yep.
And it's too small.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Like, how is anything ever big enough?
This is a scam. Like, this is a scam. Subscriptions are a scam.
It is a fucking scam.
Because, 10, 15 years ago, if you bought an app or bought a service, you just owned it.
Yeah.
Now, no, nobody owns anything. And I think it will get worse with AI. But
100%.
But I was like, also like post-COVID, I think I'd just gotten so much into that terrible habit of like every time I felt shitty, I'd just buy something because there's nothing else to do, you know what I mean? I couldn't go anywhere, I couldn't really socialize, couldn't go to the gym, couldn't whatever, and I think I'd gotten really stuck in that mindset of being like, I'm having a bad week, I'm just going to treat myself, and so that was I wanted to get out of that. It's a terrible way to live.
So what are your like guidelines? Can you buy like vintage stuff? You can obviously buy food and like bills and stuff.
Food, medical care, gifts, bills, and anything to do with my house is free range. That's fine.
I'd be buying gifts for fucking everyone.
Yeah, same. It's actually been great because I've got so much more money to spend.
Yeah,
so like I can
good.
like buy people nice things. I can buy secondhand. That's fine.
I was gonna say vintage could be a good
vintage
one.
is fine. Depop is okay. I really try and only, if it's going to be clothing, I try to buy things that are only like cotton or like natural, as many natural fibers as I can, because I'm becoming that old lady who's like, oh, microplastics and everything.
No, I'm the same.
Yeah.
The other day I bought some this was like a euro. I bought some sheets.
Yes.
Synthetic. Was so sweaty. I was like, what the hell, Yante? And my mum was like, you need to have cotton. I was like, that is such a fucking true thing.
Yes, you can't, like, I read this, there's this woman I follow who's like a scientist and she's like studying the effects of microplastics on people's bodies.
Wait, is she Australian from Perth?
Oh, I don't know. I think so, maybe.
Oh my God. I used to edit this podcast called Nutrition Science Bites, and they interviewed this person all about microplastics, and they like gave people, like they got rid of all these microplastics from their household chopping board, everything for the experiment. Got rid of everything you couldn't use, like Tupperware, anything, and then their risk of heart disease went down by like 1,000,000%, and they did it for like 3 months. Yeah, it's fucking true. It's even
oh my God.
Even your food that gets delivered, like, or like in your, not even delivered, but like, you know how you buy chicken, it's in a plastic thing. Everything is in a plastic, and it all just goes into the food.
Correct.
It's completely fucked.
Correct. So like I was also like getting funny about that. So I was like, I don't want to buy anything, because when you buy stuff online, like everything's wrapped in plastic. Oh yeah. No Uber Eats, no, and like all that sort of stuff. So like I can buy secondhand, but try and buy, it needs to be cotton or like linen or wool or whatever. Yeah. It can have like some sustainable like nylon or viscous in it, but it needs to be mostly natural. Cool. Yeah, so that's kind of the thing. And I do like a few months every couple, I think I've done 2 or 3 months where I don't buy anything for the whole month.
That's so sick. And so what, have you done any like impulsive like splurges or anything that you're like, oh fuck it, I'll just get it?
I did have to buy new shoes because these ones that I'm wearing.
Well, the white shoe.
Yeah, the white shoes are a scam. Theory. Sorry, I'm part of the scam because my old white shoes literally fell apart.
And they'll do that.
Which they will do. But I do wear them nonstop. So like that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I have bought those. I've bought my backpack I got. It wasn't really a splurge. I got it on Depop. But it's Guess.
It's cute.
Yeah, it's cute.
I like it.
Yeah, so I got that, and that's mostly like books. I buy books.
Yeah, cute.
That's fun.
Love that. Buying books is fun, unfortunately. Yeah. And it's like your to be read pile just gets so big, but I'm like, but I feel like in that way, if it's not from Amazon, you're supporting artists.
Well, one of my best friends,
it's fine.
One of my best friends works at Ramona Books in Northcote.
Cute.
Little plug. And I buy all my books from her.
Obsessed.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to start doing that.
Yeah, please join us.
Oh, come over. I'm gonna not going to buy anything from the dark side anymore.
Come over and we can like compare to be read.
Oh my God,
our to read piles.
Love this. That's so fun. Yeah. My last question for you is, what's something that you were promised about being an adult that turned out to be a lie?
Money. having money.
Yeah, I just assumed I'd be so rich as a kid.
Well, I just assumed I'd get to 30 and I would be able to afford a house.
Yeah.
Because that's what everyone was doing. Well, money and also like the Bermuda Triangle. Like,
yes, okay.
I thought that would be a big problem.
And quicksand I thought would be way bigger problem for me.
I thought the Bermuda Triangle would be something I'd have to worry about.
Is the Bermuda Triangle like legit? Is that real?
Yeah.
So like what's the deal?
Well, I mean, it's essentially just an area of the ocean that sits between, like, I think it's Florida.
Of course.
Like, it's just off the coast of Florida and Bermuda, the island, or the wherever the Bermuda is. But essentially, there's 3 points that it kind of sits between and which makes the triangle shape. And it's just like a point on the earth, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a meteorologist, but like I assume there's a lot of weird weather. So like,
fuck.
I guess because of the like weather systems that,
and like the equator and shit.
Something like that. So like there's lots of storms, there's lots of wind, there's lots of like strange weather occurrences. And so like planes have gone missing when they fly over that area. So it's like become this big like mystery. And when I was living in Queensland, I used to work at SeaWorld on the Gold Coast, and we had a dark ride called the Bermuda Triangle.
Okay, this was my fear as a child. I went on this ride and there's a photo of me coming out the other side and I'm fucking crying so hard.
Yes.
And I also had a phobia of aliens for like so long.
Yes.
You worked on that, so you did this to me. This is why I'm anxious now.
To be fair though, can I say in my defense, do you know how many parents would roll up with their small children? The kid would be screaming so distressed,
traumatized,
and they'd be like, and I'd look at the parents like, oh, does like he want to stay? Like they can stay up here on the loading platform if you want.
With you, freaky lady?
With me if you want. And they'd be like, oh no, he'll be fine. And I'm like, okay, good luck. And then the kid would come out and like he'd be traumatized forever.
No, literally, I swear to God, they have, because I also had a phobia of, do you know the movie Mars Attacks?
I sure do.
Okay.
It is terrifying.
I thought that was a horror for so long.
It should be.
The alien bites off that lady's finger and goes in the fish tank.
Yes.
I saw this when I was probably 6 and it was on TV.
Oh, you were too young to see that film.
I know. Trust me. I was at a sleepover at someone's house, or like our parents were upstairs like getting drunk and we were all downstairs like playing like the kids, and we were watching it and there's like aliens shooting people and they just turn into skeleton and then they turn into dust. And I'm like, I was watching it like, this is honest. It is
not appropriate for children.
I could feel it fucking up my frontal lobe. I was like, what the fuck? And then
I'm so surprised you knew what your frontal lobe was at 6.
I know, like that's how much it fucked me up.
Yeah, sure.
But I was genuinely like, I couldn't be in a room alone for like 6 months because I would think that it was. And then I accidentally saw a Goosebumps episode where there was this big blob that was a purple blob.
Yes, the blob.
Yeah, like being pulled along in like a little red trailer, and I was like, that's the most. And I was wearing sunnies. I was like, that's the most fucked up thing I've ever seen. And then I got taken to fucking SeaWorld, went on Bermuda Triangle, and then one thing led to another. I just spent the whole ride like this. And there's aliens with like brains on their heads and like, fuck.
Okay, can I tell you, I mean, look, one thing I tell people now is when they're like, oh my God, that ride like traumatized me. It was so scary. And I'm like, if you went on it now as an adult, you'd be like, this is not scary. But I used to tell people all the time, do you know, I know it's meant to feel scary, but if this helps like kind of take away some of that mystery, do you know how many teenagers gave each other blowjobs on that ride? Like,
me in the back traumatized.
Everyone's like, oh my God, there's aliens. And I'm like, I would be more worried about the jizz that's probably sitting in some of those boats.
What the fuck? No, I can vividly remember being in there and how terrified I was.
Yeah, it is scary. It is very scary.
That's so fucked. Is that a real thing? So like having worked in a theme park, like sex in the theme park?
Yes. Particularly on dark rides because they're easy to facilitate sex.
But you're just like moving around and so quickly and stuff.
Well, if it's a water ride, they go quite slow.
Okay.
Yeah.
What if there's other people in your car?
Oh, they generally do it when it's just them. So towards the end of the day is when it gets less busy.
Gets hot and heavy.
And so like how many times I had to, and like there's like 68 cameras in those things.
So wait, do you have like glow in the dark cameras or like, you know, the Big Brother cameras? So you can just see people like
heat-seeking cameras or like heat. You know those cameras where you can see people.
It's like reverses the colours.
Yeah.
So like you can just see all the blowjobs happening in there.
Yeah.
What? Wait, what's the craziest thing that you ever saw?
I mean, blowjobs, yeah.
Anyone having full-on sex?
A couple once attempted to have sex, but I think the person who was in the control room got on the microphone across the PA. They were like, like something like stay in the boat and stuff like you know what I mean? Like keep your arms and legs in the boat and no inappropriate touching or whatever he said. I forget.
That would be so mortifying, but so funny if that was you.
Well, the best thing about working on the ride when that would happen is that they didn't realize there's someone watching you the whole time.
Yeah,
because that's like workplace health and safety.
Yeah, like you're gonna drown. Like
correct.
Yeah,
so there's always someone watching you on this footage. They'd think that they got away with it, and then they'd splash down looking so smug. They'd just be like, guess what we did? And
then you're like, yeah, an audience of 50 people.
And as the person on like the end of the ride, you'd get a phone call being like, those people, you know, did XYZ on the ride. Like, please tell them to get out. And you'd have to be like, thanks so much. Never come back again, you perverts. Like, we saw everything.
You say that?
No, I didn't say the P word, but I'd be like, just so you know, we saw everything. Please don't come back.
The way your face just changed then, like you did your like theme park voice,
yes.
like I felt that. I felt like I had done that. I was being told off.
SeaWorld on the Gold Coast is my spiritual home.
Isn't there like what about Flipper or that like orca? Is there an orca there still?
No, there's no orcas, just dolphins, which is not so great. They having
a good time?
I mean, I don't really know.
Do you ever call him up and say, how you going? And he's like,
I did used to tell men I tried to pick up with in bars that I was a dolphin trainer at SeaWorld.
And that is the sluttiest job you can be.
Correct. And then when they would be like, I don't believe you, I would flash my staff card.
Yeah, and then you got your little jazz runners on. They definitely had jazz runners on, those slutty girls.
Yes.
There was something about those girls that was also part of the bisexual awakening, I reckon.
Yep.
I reckon I took one look at them and was like, that's marine biologist, dream job.
In togs all day.
Yeah.
Bathers, I should say.
Yeah. Iconic.
Have to be a great swimmer. That's hot.
Wow. I've learnt so much. That is going straight on TikTok, that blowjob story. That's crazy. I love that. Poor SeaWorld. I'm going to tag them.
Oh, God.
Dreamworld was always my favourite. But SeaWorld, we've got to check it out.
Please don't sue me, SeaWorld, for exposing our secrets. Love you. Actually, give me a yearly pass because I love it there.
Oh, well, thank you so much for coming on. This was
pleasure.
fucking awesome. And I want to have you back to talk about being child-free because we didn't even get to that, but that's like my main thing I want to talk about.
Yeah, that'd be fabulous. I'll come back anytime.
Yay. Okay, remember to like, subscribe and all those things. Love you guys. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.